Welcome back, everybody, to Planet Coaster. We are in Golden Gulch, and this is episode 13. So, in this episode, we are going to be making our station for both the River Rapids ride and the looping coaster that we made in the last episode. So, I would definitely check out that last episode before this, just so you guys know what is going to be going on with this. And it's kind of knowing the layout, just so you kind of know the background. But really, not really the scenery. So the scenery is going to be coming into this episode, and I'll talk about that as throughout the episode, actually, since it is going to be a pretty key part of this. But before we go on, I do want to say that I'm going to be saying a pretty big thing at the end of the episode, so make sure you guys stay till the end so you guys can hear that. But right now, we are just going to make our shell of the station. We're doing this with the castle walls. They look like stone, and that's what I'm kind of going for because I want a temple-like feel. And as I said in the last episode, the theme is going to be more of the Aztecian, or ancient Aztec stuff. So a temple would really fit this. And we're going to go with a couple of different types of walls here. And I think it really kind of looks good at the end. It's going to be a little bit of a different building compared to the other parts of the park. And then the problem with this area, though, is that it is a different feel than the Western style feel, the Old West. This is more adventure style, so I have to kind of keep it low key. I can't go too far in and make it look crazy adventure. So that's a little bit of a challenge that I'm having right now. But as we continue with this station, I do have a name in mind with this. I kind of mentioned that in the last episode as well. And that name kind of comes actually from Greek mythology, and it's Chimera or Chimera. I think that's how you say it in Spanish, and that actually means chimera in English. That's what it translates to. And basically, it's a monster that's made with more than one animal. So it's like usually it's a combination of a lion head and then like the body, and then a goat head kind of protruding from that back of the lion, and then the tail of a snake. So there are many different variations of this on the internet. So if you look it up and then you go to like images, it'll get a view a bunch of different stuff, so you can kind of just gauge it off that. But as it says, it's like more than one animal, so we're actually just going to be using it as two animals. So one of them is going to be the River Rapids ride, and the other one's going to be the roller coaster. So each one's going to be kind of different, but they're all going to be like Kierma, I keep saying Kierma, but it's Chimera. But basically the roller coaster is going to be Chimera, and then whatever the animal is, and then the uh, water ride, wow, the rapids ride is going to be the other one. So right now I'm kind of thinking maybe like a bull and a fish might be good. I really don't know, so if you guys want to leave your suggestions on that, you guys can in the comments below. But as you can see, we are kind of moving up a level in our temple building right now. We have made all of the kind of concrete, or not concrete, but the blocky stuff, and now we're using the actual temple pieces to build this upper layer, and it kind of gives a good definition of like the upper and bottom layers, and it's a little bit different than what you would see, and it kind of breaks up the eye, since instead of it all being kind of this tannish color, it's this nice kind of gray and tan, which I think looks a little bit better compared to all the same color. And you can kind of see how the pillars kind of pop on the gray, but they don't as much on the actual temple brick, I want to call it. So I think it works the way I have it right now. And then we are going to have two separate areas, and we're going to go in there and make the queues. We're going to make custom fences for most of this queue, until we actually get outside. We are not going to be tackling the outside part of the queue. That's going to come with more of the theming to the actual rides. This is just a station, so that's what we have right now. And with this station, as I said, it's the Aztec feel, and actually, it's going to actually incorporate the beginning area of the lift hill area for the roller coaster. I'm just kind of continuing on there. I don't know why. And then it's actually going to be that passing part next to the station with the river rapids. So you can see that I kind of left a little block kind of extending out from the building, and that's going to come in later on when we actually kind of theme that area. So it's kind of killing two birds with one stone here, getting the station done, or actually it'd be three stones maybe, or even four, because we're theming the two rides simultaneously just a little bit, but it's still happening. And then the queue is getting done, and then the stations are getting done. So everything's kind of getting done at a good pace. And then obviously we have more episodes to do where we have to actually theme the water ride throughout the whole layout, because it wouldn't really be all that fun if it really wasn't themed. It was just in the air on pillars and stuff. So we're going to be going through that. And then we're going to do a little bit of terrain work, and then definitely the exterior queue, because that is kind of dangerous just being right next to the trough of the water ride. So we don't want to make it too dangerous for our people. And you see that I actually am using these pillars a lot. I'm using them as borders, and they're kind of just the archways as well, since I really couldn't find good archways to use for the castle, so I just use them as archways. And then we're going to be adding lighting in this episode as well. This is going to be a complete station build, so nothing to really worry about with it. Really, we're just going to be doing a bunch of interior work from now on. A lot of covering up the things that I don't want people to see. And then obviously we have that fencing, which is going to be a pretty frustrating task. It took me a little while to get it, and that's because I really just couldn't select it. But you guys will see that when we get there as well. Right now, we're just kind of working on this wall. I didn't want it to be all the same thing, get a little bit of variation in here. And I really like how the texture kind of varies, and that's what we are going on right now. So there's nothing really else to talk much about. So I do want to just kind of talk about this kind of special thing that I wanted to say. So Planet Zoo is this week, came out Tuesday. So I've been playing that a lot. I've been playing the beta, and I'm going to be making a kind of a little beta project. So that'll be starting on Monday. I'll give you guys the orientation on that. I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but Monday it will be the release of that kind of initial starting video, and that's just me gonna be kind of going through and learning the controls and learning the zoo as a whole. And then at the very end of that, I'll be telling you guys what the project is. So if you guys are interested in Planet Zoo, that is definitely a video you guys will want to check out. And I will say it seems like a great game. Beta doesn't have everything that the actual game will have, obviously. Otherwise, it would be kind of just like a regular game launch. So that is going to be in there on Monday. We're going to be releasing that, and hopefully you guys want to see that. I think it'll be very interesting, and that build is going to be a couple videos long, not too long. I don't anticipate it to take really long. You don't have to do too much theming when it comes to Planet Zoo, and that's just because of the animal, what they want and what they are happy with. So we'll talk about that. But yes, I am very excited for Planet Zoo. Not as excited as I am for Planet Coaster, obviously, since it is my one real passion. Zoos are just kind of an outlier, and zoos actually kind of fit in with the theme of this channel, amusement tier. So it's kind of the amusement stuff. But I really don't want to go into that stuff because it's a little bit technical. But you guys might be wondering whatever happened to Parkitect. I do have the Parkitect scenario done, the next one, which is Batavia K, I believe. And that one will be coming pretty soon if you guys are interested and want an update on that. I have not abandoned that game. I have a long way to go in story mode, and I really want to get that done. So we are actually kind of nearing the end of this episode. We will be going to some screenshots in a couple of seconds. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys want to tune in for that Planet Zoo. And giving you guys thoughts on the name Chimera, and what animals we should do. Maybe we'll do a mini video on me sculpting something out of wood. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to have an amazing day.